Oh, what's good, people? What's good? TCU, I.O.B.A. Hey, check it out. It's Friday night, so I'm going to make this one short. But I'm going to talk about 2 or 3 different things. I'm going to keep the shit quick because I like to keep my videos 15 minutes and under. You know, I don't see how motherfuckers can sit there for 2 and 3 hours and listen to whole goddamn podcasts. I can't do that shit. That's not how I funk. I got to get to my point and done. Okay, so first, y'all seen how they did my man Julian Assange from WikiLeaks, right? As soon as that motherfucker came out the embassy, they snatched his ass up. Whoop. We all knew that was going to happen. And now they're trying to get him extradited to the United States to stay in trial for some bullshit. You know what I mean? For a crime that carries a maximum penalty of 5 years. They just want to get that motherfucker here so they can off him. I mean, if you need proof of that, right? Because motherfuckers like to talk that conspiracy theory bullshit. Ask yourself what happened to a man named Gary Webb back in the day. Exposed the Iran-Contra thing and how the United States was ass deep in bringing cocaine into the United States and, stuffing it up into the black community. We still all fucked up behind that one. Ask yourself what happened to Gary Webb. All right? He's one of the most famous whistleblowers out there. The United States hates whistleblowers. Look at what they're doing to Chelsea Manning. All right? So, yeah. And then there's the thing with Gabrielle Union and Dwayne Wade and they little boy and the gay pride thing. Yo, I ain't even gonna get into all that because I'm trying not to fuck with that. But to me, that's kind of fucked up. But I'm gonna leave it alone. And the real subject I want to talk a little bit more extensively about is the Democrats, Beto O'Rourke, Booty Judge, Tulsi Gabbard, and the rest of them, are all talking about how they will endorse Sheila Jackson Lee's H.R. 40 bill. You know, that bill to study reparations. It's bullshit. They're just saying that shit because they're trying to get that black vote and they know they can't get it unless they promise us something. So what they're trying to promise us, they're trying to promise us that they will look into the possibility of blah, 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 blah. All right? That's like when I used to run a big crew back in the day and a motherfucker asked me something and I don't want to give him a direct answer, I'll just say I'll take a look at it. That's what they're doing. I'll take a look at it. And that's supposed to be enough to get us, black people, out to the polls to support their asses. And that's supposed to represent something tangible. Well, it's not. It's totally and completely intangible. If you get a chance, go check out Jason Black's video he did a couple of weeks ago where he broke the whole thing down, line by line, step by step, and you will see that H.R. 40 is a fucking red herring, okay? The Congressional Black Caucus is a bunch of old civil rights retreads. They've been around forever and a day, and they're not going to change anything. They're not there to change anything. They're there to maintain the fucking status quo, all right? John Conyers, old ass motherfucker, been around for a long time. I think if I'm not mistaken, they ran his ass out of Congress a while back, but he had a bill to study reparations way back in the late 80s. That fucking thing just sat there all that time. Didn't nobody touch it. Not even Barack Hussein Obama. Black Jesus. He didn't, nobody touched it. And now the black people, seriously awoke black people, we've kind of taken ourselves out of this bullshit process you know, and they want us to get back in. They're trying to resurrect that old tired ass, you know, strategy of promising nothing, you know, of saying we'll take a look at it. And then when it don't come through, hey, we tried. You know what I mean? I mean, say for, and another point is, say for example, you know, Donald Trump wins again. You know ain't nothing gonna happen to that motherfucking piece of legislation then, right? And say Donald Trump don't win and some other Republican wins. Ain't nothing gonna happen to that legislation. And I'll tell you something else. If one of these Democrats should happen to, like Bernie Sanders or Joe Biden, monkey ass, find themselves in the White House, that bill still ain't gonna see the light of day, because you're gonna get a fucking Republican Congress, and it ain't gonna get past no Republican Senate or a Republican House. It's just not gonna happen. So forget about that. We need tangibles that we can put our finger on and that nobody can take away from us. We don't need promises, you know, to take a look at things. We need actual things to happen. And we need Democrats with balls enough to tell us what concrete things they propose for black people, ADOS people, American descendants of slaves, not minorities, not people of color, not any of those other euphemisms, for black people. And that's what we've been saying, and that's what we're gonna keep saying. So don't get all, you know, dewy-eyed when one of these motherfuckers talk about they're gonna support HR 40. Because if you look at HR 40, you know it's useless. Okay? You know it's fucking useless. Don't, you know, there ain't nothing you can take to the bank. Only thing you can take to the bank is the fucking check that they need to cut. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna cut this one short. And I think I'm gonna take a late workout tonight. But keep your head up, baby. ADOS Tangibles 2020, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. TC, and I'm out.